Alifa Begum, and this is my very first YouTube channel. In fact, this is my very first video ever on this platform. Okay, so a little bit about why I've started this and where am I going with this channel. Okay, the reason for me starting this is because I myself don't have any great skills. I don't have any hidden talents, nor do I have any obvious talents. Okay, I'm hopeless with makeup, not very good with art, don't really like sports. Well, even though I like it, I absolutely hate it. So as you can see, I'm pretty hopeless. However, given the fact that every single human being has unique abilities, I've been blessed with something. So I have been blessed with a mouth, and it does two great things. Okay, it eats, and honestly, I'm a foodie and I can eat a lot. And the second thing, it speaks. Okay, and I have a voice and I can make a difference to a lot of people. So therefore, I wanted to utilize this and use it for a greater purpose. I've wanted to do this for many years. However, not on the YouTube platform, but it's just something I used to do on a smaller scale, whether it's friends, families, small seminars and sort of community centers. I would speak and have small public speeches and seminars, conferences, and make a difference. And the feeling that I got after a small seminar or a meeting or a talk, and when somebody actually walks up to you and thanks you, that feeling is irreplaceable. No money can actually replace that feeling. So what I wanted to do was, and to be honest, on a mission now, is I wanted to make a difference to people on a bigger scale. I'm quite a private person, and to be honest, but I've resulted to this, as in social media platform, has kind of gone against my not my ethics or morals. I wouldn't say it's wrong, it's great, but it's something that I wouldn't have done, but I've done it anyway. Also, I'm, as this is my first channel ever, and I'm not a techie, I'm bound to make mistakes and there's going to be mishaps, so please bear with me, and I'm really sorry beforehand. Also, going back to that, the reason why I've also chosen about a topic why I want to empower people is because I feel we live in an era where people are lacking self-belief, self-love, and also they're not true to themselves. So, and we've also resorted to conformity. Because of that, I wanted to show people furthermore that since I don't have any great talents, as I've said, but then again, I am actually facing my fears and I'm still choosing to go ahead. The other reason why I've chosen to continue this journey is because I felt I wasn't doing myself justice. I know I've made difference to people. I've had friends call me. Our project is very deep. As for a first time video, I know it's very deep, and it's a very meaningful video. Very meaningful subject, more like. And the reason for that is, I think it's thanks to Les Brown. Those of you that don't know him, go and Google him up. But his audios and his videos will leave your heart trembling. I mean, his voice is that powerful, and I believe I could really resonate with Les Brown. Reason is because, I mean, to me, he seems like he has it all, and he's a very affluent man. And to me, he seems extremely articulate. However, when I found out he actually had very basic or next to none, education levels, I was absolutely shocked. But nonetheless, I mean, if you see him, his programs and his speeches, it is absolutely mind-boggling and absolutely phenomenal. And in one of his videos he actually said how he didn't know whether he was going to be able to pay for his next month's rent. He didn't even have a bed. Okay, he was sleeping on his bedroom, in his bedroom apartment. Okay, he didn't have a bed for how many months on end, but he still continued. He still continued to make a difference and to motivate people. He believed, he strived for a bigger and better purpose. So he explained how he had a fire within him, and to be honest, and I felt I had that fire, a similar sort of fire within myself, and listening to Les Brown has ignited this fire even more. So a huge thanks to him. That's why I want to pay a big tribute to Les Brown. So this is the reason why, and also, as I said, about this desire, I've constantly wanted to do it. Now, going back to why I've wanted to do it is also because I wanted to, it's, like I said, just before I go into why I wanted to do it, it's not for fame, it's not for publicity, it's not for the money, it's none of that. It's because I really and truly wanted to make a difference. You know, there have been people in my life that have really helped me, mentored me, coached me along the way. And today, possibly I am the person I am because they've helped me. So, and I wanted to be able to be that platform for people who require that help. Furthermore, what I've also wanted to do is I don't want to die without, me leaving a legacy. I want to die knowing I've left some kind of legacy. I also I'd feel satisfied knowing that I've done a greater good, knowing that I've at least changed just a single person's life and have made a difference to it. Knowing that is going to give me complete satisfaction, and I will be at peace. After a year or so, who we'd lost contact with, and said, you know what, I really managed to make a difference in my marriage, and thanks to you, I was able to give it another go, blah, blah, blah. I had a friend call me a while ago and said, you know what, I chose to go and study, and, it's really made all the difference. And things like that, seriously, these feelings, and it's not for praise. It's not that you're after an appraisal or after some kind of merit. It's not that at all. But knowing within your heart that you really made a difference, honestly, that feeling is completely, it's priceless. You cannot put a price on it. So now going back to that, why I've actually chosen to do this is because, as I said, I've wanted to do it for years and years and years, and like everyone else, I also procrastinate. I've put it off, and I thought I can't put it off any longer. And to be honest, I was scared. I really was scared to put myself on a public platform. You just really don't want to do it. And, you get all the trolls, you get bad comments, you get good comments, and you really could do without it. And then I thought, well, like everyone says, success is on the other side of fear, okay, which will bring me slowly to my topic. Okay, now, without further ado, I know I've wasted so much of your time. Okay, I will jump in to the topic. Okay, so what I want to discuss today is, the big question is, what is success? What is success to you? What does it mean to you? Okay, does it mean the fast cars, the mansions and the palaces you see? Or is it the Gucci shoes, the handbags? What does it really mean to you? Think about it for a second. What does it mean to you? Think about it while I actually look at my notes. Okay. I'm sure success means different things to different people. However, initially that's what I thought. It meant different things to different people. But we've now become so accustomed to thinking one way of thinking, where we just think success is now just the fast cars, the private jets, the millions, or the bank balance figures. Is that really what success is? Okay, is that really what success is to you? If you think about what does it really truly mean to you? So, I mean, if I said to you, the street sweeper, is he successful? The dustbin man, is he successful? The lady who runs the corner shop, is she successful? What does that bring to mind? What do you think of that? In fact, okay, everyone that I've talked about is employed one way or another. What about the woman who's at home caretaking her mother? What about the young daughter who is in a wheelchair? What about the boy who is an orphan? I mean, are these people? What comes to mind when I mention these people to you? Okay, so why have I mentioned these things? When I keep saying to you, what is success? What comes to mind? Okay, so to a lot of people, success is business people, entrepreneurs, and a lot of the time you always hear terminology such as grinding, hustling, hard work, keep pushing through, etc., etc. And don't get me wrong, they do a fantastic, phenomenal job. These entrepreneurs, these business people, they're very, very hardworking. And of course, they didn't get success overnight. So a huge respect to them. However, my question is slightly different, and it's requiring you to think a little bit outside outside of the mainstream box. So when I'm actually saying to you to think about what is success to you, what comes to mind? What really comes to mind? So had you had less figures in your bank balance, would you still be successful? Had you been that little orphan boy, are you unsuccessful? I mean, let's think about it for a moment, okay? So once you've gathered your thoughts, you can either pause this video or gather your thoughts now. Okay, so let me tell you this. So our grandmothers, our mothers, our grandmothers, great-great-grandmothers, most of them were probably homemakers. So does that mean they were unsuccessful? Does that really mean they were unsuccessful to you? Okay, so are we then saying, if they were unsuccessful, are you then saying for someone to actually nurture a nation, educate a nation, and to nurture and care for their offsprings, are you saying that they were unsuccessful? Because, okay, it's what Earl Nightingale said. Success, what is success? And his different definition, and this is a very, very, very successful man. You can Google him, Earl. Success is a progressively realization of a worthy ideal. Now, what Mr. Earl Nightingale has said really, really syncs with my own values. Because to be honest, and this is all merely my opinion, everyone, okay, I'm just going to put in a quick disclaimer that what I'm going to say, it's not supposed to disrespect anyone or any entrepreneurs or business people out there, but this is just merely my opinion. And also I'm giving a few quotes of famous successful people that their definition of success. Now, what Mr. Nightingale has said really, really syncs with my beliefs and values. And he says how success is a progressive realization of a worthy ideal. So, he also then further goes on to says success is a wife and mother who has chosen to become a wife and mother, and that is doing a good job of it. Okay, then he goes on to saying success is a man running a corner gas station. A corner gas station. This is not someone who's got millions in the bank, just a corner gas station. Okay, because that's what he deliberately wanted to do. I'm paraphrasing all of this, by the way. This is not quote for quote. Then he also says, further he says, success is a predetermined job that's decided what they've dreamed of doing and what they've determined of doing. So what they've done is they've followed what they've wanted to do. They've actually dreamed of doing this. They've actually imagined doing this, and they've wanted to do it. So it's not about following the sheep. It's not about following the herd. It's about doing something that you've wanted to do. So whether you are a mum, whether you are a caretaker, whether you are having to run an orphanage, okay, but if that's something you've wanted to do, right, if that's something you really wanted to do, you are successful. If you are a road sweeper and you clean and the roads are immaculate, like there's no tomorrow, you are successful because that's what you've wanted to do. So we can forget all the, the private jets and, the limos and the Lambos. And don't get me wrong, they're beautiful things and they're great to have, of course. But what I'm saying is our mentality. What is success? Are you not successful now? Are you not successful in the body that you're living in now? So this little orphan child, the fact that he's, yes, it's sad that he's an orphan. It's sad that sadly he's been left out in the cold and dry, and sadly he doesn't have a set of parents. However, the fact that he's breathing, the fact that he has a set of arms and legs and a fully complied body that's fully functioning, doesn't that already say he is still successful? And of course, ensuring that he has dreams that he follows through, he's on his way to success. Okay. Furthermore, I also want to back up more of the statement regards to success. If those of you that don't know Robin Sharma is a world-renowned speaker, and in his book it's the international bestsellers book. It's an amazing read, absolutely phenomenal book, and he said in his book, okay, I'll just get my quote if I can find it. Let's have a look. Yes. So he says, okay, where is it? Let's have a look. Yes. He says, success doesn't determine by one's title. You don't need a title to be a leader, but you need to be a good person to be a leader. Okay, before you become a good leader, before you become a leader, you have to be a good person. You have to be a great person. Okay, then I have another beautiful quote by Theodore Roosevelt, and it was said, the most important single ingredient in the formula of success is knowing how to get along with people. So it's not saying get your private jets. It's not saying how to get your Lamborghinis and your Ferraris. It's not saying about having a huge bank balance either, but it's just saying about knowing how to treat one another and how to treat people kindly, but also being able to get along with one another. And that's such a small, simple thing, but yet again, it's crucial in this world. If you think about how people and the different temperaments that we have, it's very difficult because no 5 fingers are the same. They're all different lengths and different shapes and sizes, and the same way people, if you see siblings, you get one that's really stroppy, one's moody, one's happy, and it's really difficult to get along also even within your own family. So can you imagine where you have to try to put your differences aside and try to get along with the bigger community and the bigger nation and the world in itself? So if you think about it, he's actually saying how this is success, about knowing people and treating people well and being good to one another. So if you have that first in place, follow your dreams, you're already successful. So really, really start thinking about what success means to you again, and really what is successful. So if you don't have these things yet, if you don't have your bank balance, if you don't have these material possessions yet, are you really saying that you're not, are you really saying you're not successful? Are you really saying that you haven't made it? The fact that you've made it this far says something. It says something. And the fact that you're watching this video, credit to myself, is because you really care. You really want success. So if you are already fulfilling and following this path and going towards it, I would say you're already there. You are on your road to success. So please, please, please have belief in yourself and really, really know that you're already successful, and you're just going to be creating greater success in your journey. Thank you so much for watching. As this is my first video, please forgive me for all the mishaps, and if the technology wasn't great. Let me know in your comments below what kind of videos and value you'd like me to give you, and I will be uploading more videos in the future. Also, I'd love to hear your thoughts, and please like and subscribe. Like they say, thank you so much for helping me out. And if this really helped you and gave you some kind of value, please help others out and share, and if you think it's going to make a difference, feel free to distribute as you'd like. Thank you so much and have an amazing day. Take care.